G2 on defense, Liquid on attack. Winner goes into the final. Top 2 guaranteed.
That loss relatively recently, whereas Liquid, of course, looking to pick up that reputation. We're live into this one.
Insta recon. They full on hide from it. Goes to the angle back into
G2.
Cool.
And quickly reminded us to
Damn.
maybe they can't.
That's a nice way to start it. Shogdart does some deeps though.
Ahead of the curve there on that peak. Mary will be punished. Really though, Mimi's made her way over towards defensive spawn outside B. Liquid just cutting sound for the time being. Actually still a double stack with Glance and Giuliano over towards short, but this Aldron should be a big indicator. Petra might feel the pinch pretty quickly here.
See if Mimi can do any chip damage prior to that. Shutting didn't quite get what she would have wanted there. So this
Good
is
luck,
lovely work
Petra.
so far for Liquid. Taking over the side
A nice pistol
yes,
so far.
losing one on the way, but this should be a safe plant. I don't think there's been much to really add too much issue to that. No. So Spike now down. Mimi and Glance.
They're kind of low.
Back in against the 4, standing relatively healthy on Liquid, even with some chip damage.
Damn, okay, clean pistol.
Very quickly there.
Yeah, this was nice. This is a strong start.
Picking up 1 kill over in that low position towards top mid. Key in terms of catching that rotation. I said Mimi did actually entertain the thought of coming across and double stacking just ahead of Mary falling here at the start of it. It's an unfortunate angle there. Mary actually exposed a little more so than I imagined she thought. Start for Liquid here. A similar setup once again. On the attacking side at least, with 4 members of G2 over towards A side, Mary.
Okay, here we go again. 4 over towards Liquid. What's their buy like? It's not too bad. We have 1.
Too much resistance in the form
I
of
have 1
Petra
pistol.
towards B side if Liquid do force
Stacking orbs as well over towards KO.
And for Liquid, I do want to see. Not just, and talking bigger picture here, because this is just classic, so this round shouldn't pose too many problems, and already Petra being the one down to 23, this should be par for course. I do want to see confidence, I do want to see dominance on this map, because we know that G2 can run it back.
Oh,
they are happy.
there's a
to go
running
to these
dink when going
lockdowns.
inside there.
At this point, Spike is going to be going down.
Giuliano. I was going to say, just catching a headshot there, already used the heal for Petra. DRN going to line up.
Clean up.
Beautiful clean up.
Confidence builders there for DRN, and you want to see these players feel comfortable on the stage. Certainly getting used to it now. They have had
Okay,
that busier
dude,
schedule
chat, I was trying to work out
side of the
how on
schedule
earth
at
the
least.
door just opened, but the person
Warmed
did it
up,
just as
plenty of server time. And on the other side, of course, G2
just as they died.
The vast majority of these games prepare for the opponent. So
That took me a while to process. I was like, how is the door opening on its own? And then I was like, okay, this person just did it. Dude, my brain's slow today, chat. What's going on? It's too long.
DRN wants to get out of that, and Mimi no attempt to catch anyone.
Oh.
So Mimi now knows this is probably cooked. And it is clean work from Liquid Force, standing, keeping both Bulldogs, Spike down, really navigating any potential threats G2 could have potentially posed.
Yeah, looking towards this round
Okay,
now. First
bonus for Liquid.
They want to kind of slow things down here, or even
Pretty good money for
find
this.
this opener. Obviously, with this composition, it's Mary that they're really going to look to put in a position to find that engagement early on. I'll switch up once again. Keep my eye on Mary's TP of exactly where she's going to end up. Trap's head towards Pizza, so maybe an early peek into mid here with the wall. Just close off B. There's been heavy presence outside B here from Liquid.
They've very much set the precedent. This
Instant
is something they want
wall.
to try and win consistently. They're willing
Okay,
to fight
so they buy a
for it,
rifle
but
into
maybe
this one,
not
but it's
Mary
pretty much a
able
bonus.
to slip a little bit deeper through towards middle.
It's a
Not
good
spotted
bonus
by
though,
Nike
in
as well.
terms of economy.
Correct, so she can
Let's
push
keep
up
an
for
eye on
quite some
this.
time, depending on when she feels that pressure coming back in, or if maybe Giuliano does call for maybe some audio cues. Mimi as well, very dangerous throughout, almost mirrored to an extent, but it does look like that search party leaning back through. Mary's time to shine. 3 players on the other side. How diligent will Liquid be? Oh, the timing!
Holy
Disastrous, but Mary does get away. Keeps her life for now. When we look across the rest of the map, it's leaning towards the
Yeah,
safe
Vast
side.
fan, I didn't
Mary
get
trying
time to
fill
look
that void
properly.
towards tree.
I
Utility
looked
put
for
into
like
place to maybe try
20
and disrupt
seconds.
this pinch
It
coming
looked like
up
there was a
short.
lot of
Glance is
Ito
on an
used.
island. It has to commit to this.
So Glance actually getting ahead of the one. Looked like a pop flash setup, but Mimi going to find the second when that split through short.
This kill's really important.
Actually responding with kills of their own. Daiki now
Holy
going to win out
hell.
versus Glance.
This was the rifles that G2 had up against Liquid with bits and pieces. Giuliano needs some of his heroics to come through here. A 1v3, and they have 2 recovered rifles and the Bulldog to boot. Gonna go for the safer plant this time around. Give no opportunity to Giuliano. Looking for the first victim, finds the first target. Notes the second, and can assume
nade.
the third would have gone for the plant, but there it is. Clean
Nice
work
start
in the
for
bonus
them.
here. Team Liquid
This might
really
snowball out of
navigating again
control.
those threats. We saw
So
Mary postured
we
up in
go
the
over
middle.
towards
That
another
pitch
eco for
comes
G2
through, so
now.
worked out very
And
well
when it
for
goes to
Liquid.
the
The
big
Mary
buy
push,
round
I mean, if
in
that just
terms
goes
of
any other way, potentially
the
even
next
2
round
kills
after
there
this,
before
damn,
dipping
there's
away.
some
We
shots
saw
that
the
were hit
timing,
here.
Getting a little bit paranoid about some top mid presence. Obviously, Daiki was positioned there, didn't show her hand whatsoever. Again, interesting to see. I'm not sure if that was just an audible call there, because Mimi looked like she was set up for a pop flash to enable Glance to find that pick towards A main, but
Chat, their money
find it anyway.
is already kind of crazy, especially after this one. G2 needs to do some damage here. Knife goes out, Recon goes out really clean. They are stacking orbs over to here. They're trying to just plan ahead, just make sure they have as many ults into the next round. Keep an eye on this duel at middle.
For later on to explore, but you can see where that fairy tale may end around this corner. DRN very prepared for anyone to try and start pressuring this. Maybe
G2 did
Mary's
this
exploration
the
mission
other day,
just
right?
around prior. And timing's everything. Who gets it? And it's checked on.
Mimi still gets a kill.
Well,
Yeah.
It's
And
well
a
played
dink.
here, and DRN taking a lot of damage. Don't forget that. That's a real vulnerability. Maybe closed up there. As Glance goes down, it does bring it back to this 4v3, and most of those threats are starting to be handled. They've got to be careful on the time, though, Mike.
Indeed.
Chamber has 5 bullets.
Cross.
4 bullets.
Finding the angle there. Giuliano. Play close
Oh,
contact.
that was
here,
unlucky.
punished.
Oh, nice
Very
shot.
active with a trade though. Beautiful wallbang to come through.
Dude, some good damage has been done here.
2v3
With Omen on
DRN
5
down to
HP.
5 HP, so this is doable here. No retrieve weapons though. It's going to be the concern for G2. Actually, no headhunter shots left either for Mary.
So quick
Upgrade to the
grab.
Sheriff, yeah.
Yeah, that's why they took a few additional steps towards short there by Tree to gather that, but now the opportunities are limited. Now that plant's down, this does get really hard to find some of those problems. Still on hand, flash and a swing. That's going to put you on
this
the
is
chopping
on.
block.
Oh, this is on.
Mary finds another. DRN goes down now.
Recon hits as well, so
They
they know where
get
she
another
is.
position, and the pressure, Mary is postured up, but this gets taken down in the 1v1. Petra tries to tap on the defuse.
Okay, Naxi played it
Naxi,
well. I do think the
calm,
G2
cool and
played the
collected. The Red Bull
1v2
Denies any of that danger
not
G2
well.
trying to build. It wasn't pretty.
That felt
but
like a
it
little
is
bit of inexperience
4-0.
from Mary. Just kind of went a little bit too close.
Mary still stands her ground, finds the first.
So yeah, they could have played that 1-on-2 better, but either way, this was a good round from them. They'll be a little bit gutted.
Beautiful shot.
But this was,
The double headshot as well.
yeah.
To Nachi
Honestly,
as well.
the 3 kills got her a little bit pumped, I imagine.
To really secure that kill in main. Well, that time had run through as well. The big positive though, damage done.
Yeah, damage was done, though. That needs to happen. Okay, fast round over towards A. They make.
Now, be a
Oh
workout or
boy.
not, we'll find out, but I really like them turning the screws here.
Dude, this is
playing
brutal.
With confidence, playing with some of that dominance we were asking
They're
for,
getting into
requesting at
sights
the very start.
easy.
So into the post plan and already that first pick.
It's
Mimi now
so
removed it
fast.
down to 4 for G2,
Fast
trying to work their way
round for the
back
buy
in on
round
the
as
safe
well. This
side.
was really nice.
Lots of utility
Kind of
as
just caught
well.
them off position.
Their
They
ability
start
to
getting the
force
smokes
their
up
way
as
up
well.
the
Start
side with
getting
no
the one-ways up,
shot,
and I
but
think we're going to have another one-way smoke in a bit. I'm not entirely sure what the timer is on the Omen. Yeah, another smoke, so this can get refreshed.
Invested. Petra finds one.
Oh, goes in.
Follow up, sprays and praise. Starter down below, playing from hell. Beautiful pickup. And looks like the mouse had a moment there.
Wait, was she celebrating, or was that the
Let's
mouse?
forget it for now. As Giuliano looks like she's going to wrap this round, get that operator, and back away. So Liquid walking away potentially here with another round, but we do need to see if Giuliano keeps this operator. Quite a boon and a missed shot.
Dude, I thought she was celebrating.
Lovely from Liquid.
No, I think she thought that was the last
Is a
kill.
big
I'm not
wake-up
entirely
call
sure.
back here for G2.
I think she was celebrating, honestly. I think she thought she had the last kill. That's so funny.
Kind of almost play with arrogance, right? Just looking for these raw gunfights here. Liquid in the driving seat. They're dictating the pace.
Let's see it. Let's see if we can watch
any of these
POV.
individuals to shine whatsoever. I think it was actually an early celebration here from Bastarda.
Oh my god, it was. I thought it was the mouse.
Yeah. I thought I noticed it on the player
That's
cam.
incredible.
Confirmed with the replay.
That's so good.
Naxi coming through, punishing that economy even further, removing that operator. Full force available.
Damn.
So maybe we'll have a scope regardless.
That was sick.
Sheriff's still
Okay,
on things
so
now.
even with that, 5-0, another chance to get the money really strong.
At this point, I mean,
Super close to ults again. If they want to get orbs, they're
Started down
probably
to
going to put it over towards the KO.
14.50 apiece.
G2 did well in their
Plates are
last
available
eco
to
though.
offset that. Again, you're not even really looking for damage here.
Nat has got a lot of opening kills so far.
Mary. Gonna know another player, gets back to TP and gets out of danger. So a bit of a trade out, but that is the danger player noted now.
Yeah, no risks taken as well. Didn't want to hang around for a second opportunity there.
So this is interesting. They find out where the
Play
chamber
from
is and
Mary.
they
Have to
decide to
pick up this
keep
angle, I'm
on
sure.
going into this site.
Not drifting this way. I mean, Nachi
Recon
got the
goes
knife
out,
online,
doesn't get any info.
so well placed.
I think this was the recon
Suppressed
that
could
just clears
actually
here
make
though.
this a little easier on the way in.
I don't think it clears any of this fingers on the roof.
We've seen those rotations now, probably going to be confirmed by the owl drone as well. More confident in it.
It's good nade.
There we go. Bastardo straight towards the side. Looking to see if Mary does get controlled here. Not going to be the
Nice
case.
shot.
And this is where the problems could really start to mount. The slow going to deny the quick presence and isolate the first
A lot of
side, which
potential for this
Bastardo
one.
Now can't just go for that quick plant. Now just going to be hoped to be kept safe, and player advantage is with G2. Yes,
The good thing
it
for
is
Liquid
Sheriff's
is
and
they killed the
also-
Omen, right? So there's no smoke in here, so they can free play this. Keep an eye on
Mary with the headhunter and hang
holy
on.
hell.
Mary!
Keep an eye on
What
Naxi.
an
Oh
absolute
my.
Mary! Incredible
Naxi
work,
going
one
all the way
more to
around from
find.
short, not planted for her. Can't win this round. What a
Predictable timing
crazy,
on this one, but the defuse,
crazy,
they can't
crazy
stop
round
it
from
in
Mary.
time. This has been
Ace,
wonderful
nice.
from
That's
Mary.
Prius observing as well. I
There's
saw
a
that.
reason we questioned them
That was a
going
really nice
towards that
round.
A site. They found the danger player early, and they decided to run their luck. And look what happened.
To say, not really looking for damage in this sort of round, but Mary makes it work with the tour de force. Beautiful opener onto DRN. And like you said, the timing, the placement of this kill here isolates Bastardo on site. And even here, just looks for the opener. What a round. Fantastic stuff. An absolute disaster for Liquid. Yes, the scoreline fairly comfortable. Not really going to
See this guy. Dude, he was funny.
But that's one to
He's
definitely
going wild.
slow that momentum Liquid built early on.
Nice round from her. They needed that pause. I imagine was gonna be taken no matter what. What do you reckon the change-up is? They need to play A site?
On stage,
I
yeah.
think
She
so.
is loud, she's got that confidence, she's got that kind of young gun approach to it, and it's great to see her active, because the others, hey, if you're having a bad game, you're gonna why, like, okay, you've got to pick it up a little here, a little bit more focus, introverted. She has that Zuma confidence just, you know, by the bucket load. So great to see her propping up the side here for now, because they are sitting in a massive deficit. We've got to flip the coin here and look at Liquid as well.
Yeah, just to come back to Mary
Go
as well,
ahead.
like I said, the decision making in that, you find that kill, no risks taken. Retreats all the way back, waits for that rotation to come through. There's no overheating factor.
Very impressive
Yeah.
of a player that young as well, to not
Especially
be...
when you can do that in a round.
Yeah,
Absolutely,
that was
you've
great
got all
for
that potential,
economy
you decide to
damage
be
done as
composed,
well,
you know,
so.
really play it to the absolute letter. And to flip the script,
Gorilla,
though, we
what's
still have
up?
to give credit to this initial scoreline from Liquid. We'll highlight it every time we
Let's,
see it. This is not a repeatable
let's
round.
see.
Mary is a phenomenal player, but okay,
Okay,
just find
big
5 for the
change up
next
in terms
couple
of the
and we'll
trip
see where
over
we're
towards
at.
A.
Until this point, Liquid have been reigning supreme. They have been running this game. I don't know if there is a long-term solution yet made by G2.
Waiting for the recon, and that's good information that they pushed into B main.
Petra actually testing the waters once
Wall
again.
out, and they go
Little
on
bit
top.
of a bait actually with how deep this wall is. Nachi nearly losing a life for it.
Oh,
Petra,
Petra
likewise, down
is
to
lucky
30
to be
HP.
alive.
We'll be able to grab a heal though.
DRN caught sleeping. Straight up napping.
Straight up
G2 really switching
mini-map
this is a
watching
sleepwalk out
or
catwalk.
sleeping.
And considering where the rest of Liquid were, that is quite surprising they got there, but they were completely unawares of the possibility. Deep flash towards middle just to retake a little bit of that space coming in, and Mary wants to pick and gets one. Quick trade though, they still know that Mimi is around here. Now the rest of G2, do they try and bail her out? Do they try and play around it? Do they try and support this glance? Has a little bit of utility to play here. Mimi is in a whole lot of trouble. Just about alive.
Yeah, it would have been looking at minimap for sure.
Gonna come through though. Finds a headshot. Nachi returns, but
But in
glance
that
there
in that
to
situation
find
there,
the
I think there
final
was
kill.
I think it was the
Beautiful round
Sova
from
that was
G2.
next.
All this
I
happening
wasn't
off screen, like you
someone
said,
was next to
DRN
her, and so
almost
it wasn't
caught
her job to
sleeping
look
there.
at the minimap there.
No awareness of what could be going on elsewhere on the map, and I think actually it's on the back of 3 members outside B, and a little bit of pressure.
Does that
there.
force
So
them
they're
onto
calling
eco
to
already?
wait.
That's
They're
pretty
calling
good.
to hold off until this engagement has run dry.
Yeah, this is
Mary looking sharp though again.
Enemy remaining.
looking really solid in this game, and you saw the support, not overcommitted, not too quickly jumping in to maybe feed into that. You don't want to see those 2v4s starting to come into effect, but very well played out. But a little bit of the alarm starting to ring for Liquid that okay, we really need to keep control of the map because a little bit of that aggression has now paid off a couple
I've get
of
shot.
times.
Oh, this is
Give
fast.
G2 an inch, they'll take them
Okay,
on.
so
It's
they are
plays like
ecoing
this,
for next
it's
round.
almost like
It's
the
a low buy. This is very
distraction
fast
run
though.
on B main. Started very quickly up short here with the blade storm.
Oh, she can
Opportunity
own
to
this.
punish
This is a
the
nice
same
round
main
from them.
setup.
This is such a nice round from Liquid.
DRN's gone down. It's really on Bastardo to make something of this.
Smoke.
Mimi looking a little wounded. The follow
Ah, that's so unlucky.
labored, and the shutdown
Huh.
from G2 out of nowhere.
blink and you'll miss it.
Yeah,
It's
four
like that, the
four
pinch
kills
through
in
on this
an
A
actual
split.
second. That's a different
Fantastic
round
ball
if
netted.
the Jet gets the
And just
second
like
kill
that,
here.
actually, within 2 rounds. This purchase will bring
There's
pretty
a
much
lot of
everything
individual draws that happen
out
at the
of
same
Liquid's
time.
inventory, so an opportunity here for G2 to really tie things up.
Watch this one again, because it was so hectic towards the end.
Hey, that was
but it
nice.
Was so quick.
She
For
did
G2
great.
after so much initial pressure was coming through. I thought we
Great
started
awareness
finding
from
space.
Petra as well to pick this lurk up.
Absolutely.
Even in the chaos there.
Quite a little hero play, but we see Liquid going back to what was working. This B look, but look who's waiting. Mary around the corner again.
This is nice
Mary,
again.
the start and end to some of these
Chamber
stories that Liquid
going
are
in
trying
front
to
of the
write.
wall. Hey, this was actually just a nice
Four
setup
remaining. Now have that
in
initial
general.
plan
They
denied.
they put a chamber in front with the op,
Position
and then when the
once
chamber
again
takes
to do
contact, they
damage.
spam with the Odin as well. It's a really nice setup.
Good read as well. Actually, with the Odin to
Damage.
catch a couple more tags on the way out as well. Daiki down to 56 HP, Nachi down to 77.
Just another thing that makes chamber kind of unreal.
Ultimates to invest, but Liquid already very
Chamber
early
now
on in recovery
instantly
mode.
over towards
I quite like
A.
the patience being shown.
Moving the
I was
trip
kind of curious to see if
a
Mary
good
would
amount,
readjust towards
but it's
Cat,
now
maybe
towards
make
middle.
towards after
Drone is
denying
going to
that
clear
pressure
Like it
towards
might
a
come
lot
through
of
with a
B
flash.
main
Could
as
be the
well,
late
so
piece with utility.
Not even
There
a
it
flash.
is.
Mary's
Try
having
peek it
good
out
impact.
and finding one. Audacious play. This is confidence building, but it's not overzealous. It's not over pressuring. It really is beautiful. Watch, very composed for such a young player. And now the pressure again, still leaning towards that B side, looking to congregate back around towards this. And Petra's here.
Damn, did
trying
they
to be
just
that
both
final
use their Omen
marker
ults
if
at the
they
same
need it.
time?
Glance, they coming over. Petra
crazy.
finds one. CT gets broken in on, so they have a little bit of room, a little bit of breathing room until then. Hand around the throat. This is just DRN left alive. Dealt with G2. Finding form here. Springboarding off
Nice
the
round
back of
from
Mary's
G2.
work,
I
and
like
it's
their
not
setup a lot.
stopped.
You might see a
and
liquid
looking
pause.
so active around that. Like you said, patience shown there. I thought maybe it was going to be a
Yeah,
flash to
flash.
come through
Yeah.
from short, but didn't even matter. Mary all over the map right now.
Such an impressive way to play. We had kind of the aggression on the start there to get that first pick, falls away, finds a new spot. It's beautiful to watch, a really nice approach to the map, and already 13-7 for Mary. This could be the one where we really start to see her come into her own. On the other side for Liquid as well, a couple of players. It's generally all of them though. They're all having an okay performance, but they've now finally been, let's say the initial look has been solved. Let's say that for now. The operator being in play, whatever it may be, has really started to favor G2 now. How much adjustment does Liquid have? How many times?
It's still a very good
How many
start
times do they
for
put
the attack side to have
This is where we
5.
see the depth of that
Still in
map
a really good
knowledge,
position
how deep they go in this composition,
in
and what
terms
they've
of
been
Liquid.
working on in the meantime.
Next real counter available here. Nachi does have that null command, whether or not they're almost going to revert back to that pace change. We did see that hit towards A. It worked out very, very nicely for them. Again, great counter towards Mary. If she is going
Yeah,
to post up,
it's
and
already a
whether or not
good
the
half at the
awareness is there
moment.
For Mary to actually sit a little
Feel
deeper
right now, a change, yeah.
Anything else
It
is a
does
bit of a
become that chess
bonus.
game of, okay, well, I have to force them, or they may be using more utility to try and clear my position.
But
I can get them
obviously,
to
at 5-0
run
up,
through
you
that
would
so early on. So many different looks.
want to
But
be
again,
getting more.
That's what we're going to be looking out for here.
KO
Buy
ult
is
on
a
attack,
little bit shaky. It's a little
Sova
bit here
ult on
and there.
defense, and then a
It's
res if
not
we need
going to
it.
be the big fight, right? This isn't going to be the one where they
Looking
can
like
put
a
up that
pretty
equal fight
simple
by any
round.
means.
Are
Two
they going to
Bulldogs,
pop KO, or
Spectre,
are they going to be able to
Sheriff,
get
and they
past
do
the
have
chamber?
the ult ready to go. The null command is there.
So actually, Mary TPing away from this
Well.
will be noted at least on the reposition, but doesn't even matter.
Again,
Stands a ground
and
finds a second.
again, Mary reigning supreme. Still has support there as well. Not
Damn,
alone
she
by
is
any marker. Mimi
Really popping.
keeping them safe. And a reposition. Playing with fire here,
Daiki
Liquid.
dancing with death there.
Dangerous. They need something to happen. They need something to break here if Liquid want to weigh in, because they've lost so much of that potential approach towards the site now.
Can really secure this hold. Giuliano still picking up the slack in mid. That wall on B main invested as well, so no threat coming on that side, which
This is a spike
allows
here.
G2 to stack 4 over here. 2 Bulldogs and a Sheriff though, so still possibility.
Okay, Cool gets made to do a bit of a
Liquid to do
rotate. The
some
wall's about to
damage.
break over towards B, so they kind of need to at least have someone within
Shot
that
from
area.
hard.
That's why you see the
Once again
smoke
with
come
that
out
Omen.
as the wall breaks, and then Chambers moves over to middle.
Yeah, glance. And Petra, nice work. And the last found there, G2. Again,
Nice round from G2 again.
Prime Gaming flawless here, just very clean, very, very nice. No one overstepping towards main, no one getting overly, again, ambitious to towards try and do damage. No Eco Cobras there. There were some threats in that purchase from Liquid.
Instead,
KO ult's
discipline
gonna
shown
come out here.
Giuliano holding down the entirety of the rest of the map, but even with 4 members
need
towards A,
that.
there's no overview.
Do G2 have an
there's nobody, like
anti-KO
you said,
setup?
A little audacious. Mary just landing shot after shot. concern being now with how active she's been. Operator in hand, tour de force available as well. Liquid don't have an awful lot behind this, and this is round 11. So this almost feels
Okay,
like a must-win
nice
here.
switch up from them.
If they want a chance to come into round
They
12
walk close.
with some weaponry.
What did they learn from that previous round? I guess the one bonus here is that Mary isn't, right? The classic, wherever CNED is, go somewhere else. Now, Aldrone actually going to challenge Glance, but Glance hasn't moved away from this. They're still sticking by this wall, and away they go. Bastardo going to put life on the line. The adjustment's gorgeous.
Huh.
Stunning spray between
They
the
should
two.
know that
Finally, the
Sage
response
is
in,
here,
but it
but
still plays. No way, you don't
the
expect
wall happened so
Giuliano.
early that
Still
could have
gonna
been
grab
anywhere.
one, but it is a 2v2.
It's a nice
Mary
idea
and
against a
Petra.
KO ult to just
Nashi
wall
and
really
Dyke
early on,
still alive
especially if
here.
they don't
The
hear
slow
it.
creep out from Petra.
If they
Confirms
don't hear it,
presence.
you're never really turning this angle before the
Fury
ult's
available
popped, especially when there's an op in play.
Petra still got Odin in hand. No
So
possibility
it was
of a
actually
swap
pretty
out.
smart this round.
You should run.
Actually got the recon back. I mean, Hunter Fury, perfect counter here. Good to deal with that pretty easily.
But they do get the plant at least. So
I was going
can't
to say,
deny
yeah,
that.
Mary actually not posted up on the back of that.
Oh, this could be huge. I wonder if she gets the timing.
And Naxi's won this, right?
Find the perfect timing as they are completely unawares. A peekaboo. Team
So
Liquid
good.
back in the game, breaking ahead on the board once more.
Beautiful reposition from Naxi as well. To look exactly how the funds will lie. And again, should be able to get rifles at least in forehands here.
Yeah, I was
Lightshield
trying to work out
down
if
to 2-2,
if the
three
if the server
after that
ult was
run of
well,
5 rounds.
because they were already playing pretty
Even,
far
yeah, I love
back
the awareness
anyway.
from G2 previously
So
on
I was
that
trying to
low
like
command
work
where
out
it
if it was
available.
even
There was a
worth,
massive
or
pace
if like
change towards Ace.
you
Giuliano
ignore the ult and you
coming across,
try and just
investing
go
that
for
wall
the
off the
plant,
rip and looking to reinforce that hold.
because they were kind of
Right
outside
back
of the
the other
zone
way now.
anyway.
Liquid has 5 stacked outside B. Petra has nothing
So
but
long.
Mary's trap to slow things down on the way in here.
But
Nice
this should
one.
be Liquid's.
Bastardo's
Petra
thrown
has to
in.
kill one.
No mercy shown. Bastardo wants in and doesn't
What?
get it. Petra
What?
this time. Big denial.
Holy
There
hell,
for
that's more
Petra.
than one.
Quiet on this side, but
What?
showing why she can be that
Dude, I
anchor.
did.
And now the 2 players remaining need that plant. They need it down now. Support system is Nashi. That is it. The flash.
Hey, that's a nice
Just didn't
flash.
allow Mimi to get in towards the side. Over by Switch. DRN. Paranoia.
Yeah, this is a
denies
nice round from
vision.
this is a
It's
nice
all
round
coming
from
together,
G2.
and
This
now it's
retake
down
was
to
cool.
A 1v3 standing, making 1v2. Giuliano. Safe pair of hands
How
in
did
the
Petra
end,
kill?
and
How did
somehow
Petra
this
kill for 3?
scoreline goes from
I was
where it
surprised she got the
started, where
first
it
and
ends at
then
6
the
apiece.
second
It's a
kill
crazy
happens.
back and
And then a
forth.
third.
G2 going on a run and closing out round 12 to tie
Wow.
things up for the half. But Mary, man, got to talk about
What was
it.
this?
What a
Yeah, this flash at
dominant
spawn
half
was kind of
from
nice,
her.
right? The one that just popped
Something
over
just,
over this ledge.
Really showing so much potential in that young player, the little lion. Coming alive when they needed her most. It was just wondrous to watch the confidence, but not
It was a jump right.
overconfidence coming
Yeah.
into play.
Okay.
Absolutely. And
That looked nice.
Liquid even.
I
after
thought it
that
might have been a left
fantastic
click, I wasn't
start,
sure.
things felt a little laboured in the.
Thank you very much.
I had
Patsy.
the
Like,
I had
it
the
was a
sound of
little
the
bit
replay,
late
but we
for-
didn't
late
actually
for
see the
Liquid towards the
replay,
end,
so
but
that's
what
unlucky.
a start, Sapphire, and also 6 rounds on the attack. That's very, very good.
Yeah, it was a good start. Like you said, we needed them to come out with aggression, set a tone.
I can still hear
I
the
think
audio
it
of
was
it.
in round 5 that they had this really, really nice quick push on A. They got the plant incredibly quickly.
Yeah, on
and then they
paper,
made
like
sure to
6 rounds is
go
great.
for that, operator
But
on
honestly, when you
Giuliano,
start
so they
when you
were
start
able to
5-0
take
up
that
and you
quick
only
control.
get
Unfortunately, Mary just came
you
out of
only get
nowhere
one
and
more
just
out of
started
the last
firing,
7.
getting aces, so.
As you do.
It's
yeah.
pretty good.
You know, it's very complicated. I have to say though, this is the play that you wanted to talk about.
Yeah,
Sapphire,
yeah.
please.
So they got really quick plant control here, and then as the defenders.
Yeah,
are
the Omen-
pushing
the
up,
Omen flash on
Bastardo
site
doesn't
was
let
really
them
good
come
as
to them.
well.
She's going to take quick control here, to the point where I think we even saw her celebrating a little too early. She got a little excited. Like unique, you know, I like the Sage Wall, of course, here from J2. They always show a lot of creativity. But here we go, see Bastardo coming out, getting those quick kills, and then they even go and hunt down the operator.
Yeah, it's very special, right? Because you see Bastardo moving away, but you know that she's getting
Looks
shot
so
by
good in
the
third
Odin,
person,
you know
she
that
just
has
looked
the
up.
calls from the rest of the team. But moving forward, we're talking talking about, is this enough for G2? And the reason why we're doing it is because the other day,
What makes no
when they
Jodeless
played
comms
against
work in
Cloud9,
Ascent?
things were
You
not
can, every
looking
site can
too
be
good.
split
Out of 8
pretty,
rounds that they
well,
played on the
not
attack,
pretty
they
easy,
only managed to
but
win one of
relatively
them.
easy.
And who has to step up? Well, the main
And the
initiators
initiators kind of allow
to
it,
be
so.
the one shutting the other team down and enabling her teammates at the same time. She
It's
did
also-
not have the
it's
most
also
brilliant performance at the beginning
really
of
nice
this
to take,
match.
like,
We saw a couple of
aggro
mistakes
map
coming from her,
control at the
and we're
beginning.
not used to it.
Especially
So
when the
Mimi
orbs
needs
are
to
so
step
easy,
up,
you don't want to
knowing
let
that
people
they
just
do not-
stack orbs
They
for
do not
free.
have the jet. They do not have the extra mobility that they might need.
So
coming and
overfade on this
opening
map.
on the sides. We need Mimi to step up.
Sometimes it's comfort.
Yeah,
A lot of
we
the
do
times,
indeed.
you know when you're running out,
She's
you know when you're running out and you can do
When I
the
say that, I just
180
feel
recon
right at
behind them.
home seeing
A lot of the
G2
time it's
just
that
seeing
as well.
Liquid
You can also have
scoreline.
cross map
I just feel an
recon,
EMA,
so
this
you
is-
can help.
this is something-
You
Like if
get
you're
a little
anchoring
bit
B,
early,
you can help over towards A.
but
It's a
yeah,
very good
6-6
anchor
on
over
the
towards B.
scoreline, but will it be enough for G2 though to get that
It
6
definitely,
rounds
again,
on
it definitely has
defense? We will
pros and
find out
cons.
now. Pansy and Hypok, over to you.
They both do.
Yeah, you're right. That's what we were waiting for. Is this going to be enough? A couple question marks around Mimi does need to
To have
now
anti-killjoy
activate
stuff
herself
as well
on
in terms of
this
the
half,
ult.
become
That's true, Eagly.
far more present in these rounds because as much as, yes, we saw the resurgence of G2 there, Liquid were off to a fantastic start and it took heroics to get G2 back to this scoreline.
For sure, yeah, and with Mary heating up in that first half, really you look towards Bastardo.
Wait,
and
we
Natchi
doing
over on the
Vision
side of Liquid
Strikers?
to really slow
Recon goes
down,
here, flash
limit
over,
G2's
dash?
opportunities in
No.
the early round to put Mary in a position to do damage. Early info though, Bastardo.
They were set
to
up
catch
for
a
one
third
if
member
they
as
wanted
well.
to. They're doing the
Fourth
bait
maybe
over
with the
towards
frenzy
short,
tap,
which
but
I
it's a
can't
double
remember
swipe.
what team
Starting.
did it.
Lucky to get
Oh,
away.
wait.
Flash turned.
No,
Mary
that's so
quick
solo.
with it, and Mimi's the
That's
one
so
to make the
solo.
most of it. Turns a flash just
It's
out
fine.
of the smoke.
That's a
No
nice trade somehow.
smoke criminals here today. Juliano
This duel
over
is
the wall. This is getting
everything.
a little bit messy here. Liquid happy to fight, but look, Spike flying in towards the B site. Juliano's just going to sit here and backhand them all. 2 quick kills.
Oi.
That's the Juliano
That
we
was
be
sick.
seeing.
Holding down the fort in mid. Beautiful stuff from Giuliano here in the first
That was
round
sick.
of the second half.
Did she
Seen
left
this
click,
play
left click, right click
previously
at
from
the
Liquid,
beginning,
this
like
flash
really
out
fast?
On
That
contact
looked
from
so
Bastardo
good.
in mid. This time around though, Mimi to pick up both kills.
It looked so fast.
Must have heard that death segment. And even here,
What's
it's, like I
this?
said, Bastardo kind of
Holy
on an
hell, that
island
was just all
initially
left
with first
clicks?
peak. Lucky to get away
Wait,
with
is
a
this
life.
sped up? Yeah, this is sped up. Dude, it looked
Give me a
nuts.
crumb of that aim, please. Clean. And yeah, starting off perfectly to
Good bit
try
of
and
research
create a
gone
bit
in.
of distance
Again, when
on
we
the
used to do
scoreboard. 76
anti, you would
quite
always have a
close here.
document that would just say
Just
most common
classics,
Sova
obviously, no
dots in
headphones
terms
or
of what
any
they
of
want to
that
use.
business coming out for
Looking
Liquid,
like
so
this is the most common Sova
the
dot for a
protocol
fast
list
B,
for
so they
G2
set up.
really will be,
Everyone's just waiting
let's
for the
try and
fast B
look
in
for
case
this
it
stuff,
happens.
let's see if
So
we can find some
nice
good
bit of
players.
anti
And
going
I
in there,
think that may
especially
have
looking
been
at the
enough
tree.
to
Yeah.
indicate it.
Probably a big indicator to see Bastardo over towards B site and not in mid here. So
Yeah.
maybe reading into this, I mean, it is the correct read. Only really Natchi to hold down the fort on tree, but
Whose map pick was Ascent?
was gonna be too
Check up
much.
here.
pressure on G2.
So
Only
there's
classics
Liquids.
across the board noted. Nothing really to put to use in this round for Liquid. Even coming back to that statement in the first half, not G2 can establish any early momentum. We'd see the 5-round streak. It'd be great if they can keep everything.
Might keep this pretty clean.
This round here,
I like to see that they
Nice.
they
Great
waited
goal
to
pick
shut
there.
the door,
But you're right,
make
it
sure
is
that
all about
Giuliano
how
wasn't
they can keep this,
trapped.
really strengthen that bonus round that then can potentially challenge the buy that will be coming back in here for Liquid in the next round.
That would
coming
not
up.
have been
So let's
good.
see what chip
I
damage
probably
can
would
be
have
done.
tilted.
Sitting quite comfortably in the post plant here. Currently looking at Liquid. Working their way back around towards heaven a little late though, so it's going to be hard to bring any of those classics to a range that will work in CDRN.
The Aaron needs to
Afraid
die,
he's gonna
so
catch anyone on the exits as well. So this will be a matter of G2 keeping it clean. 4 seconds to go. Mary has found DRN, so that
That'll
could be
do
the
it.
escape path they need. And that's one
they
found.
get a kill.
It might be.
They get
Ooh,
2 kills.
lovely work. Little mistake there, I'd say, from Mimi. Could have
You wanna
backed away
die.
from that, I feel. Because that is a Bulldog. Does it get to keep to hand? No. Okay, so it doesn't get drawn over. They do lose 2 players. Could have been 4.
benefit being it's essentially 3 rifles. kept
I'm not
across,
sure,
right?
Corey.
The 2 Bulldogs, so possibility here even for Mary to even just run the Headhunter here. Great stuff from G2 though. Like I said, it was enough of an indicator.
Enough
to see
time to
Bastardo
stick
ping
there?
on
I
that
don't
knife
think
over
so.
Towards B. No nonsense, head over to A. Even actually a light shield coming through for Nachi in favour of some utility. Bastardo over towards B once again though. Looks like he might get a dart and a flash here.
Ooh. Quick show of force though.
Okay,
Close with that very
bonus for
early on.
G2. Look at the money,
Noted
looking
initially.
really good for next
Should
round.
note the
So they
pistol
just
as
want
well.
to try to do some damage.
That's almost gonna
3
be,
guns into this.
a little
If
bit of
Mimi
bait
gets
to
a
come in. It's
kill...
Mimi and Petra with pistols here. Just ghosts in hand.
Okay, we're going for a B split. If Mimi gets a kill, she gets her ult.
She is
They
so
might go for
sharp
this.
today.
They might even
The
take the
little
orb and then
lion is
ult.
doing so much damage. Bastardo now put under pressure. Does have that rifle, needs to be bailed
She's
out.
gonna
Pinch
take
coming
orb
in
and
through
ult,
from
right?
Market. Petra takes
They don't
her
even
down.
need to. They just
And a
can
quick
overwhelm.
escape route for Dyke. He's
She has
trying
to
get
kill
towards
2.
the back of Boathouse. Has the opportunity on one, didn't get
1.
it. But a bite of the cherry for the second
She has to
time
kill
works
3
out
now
well,
because someone else
but
went down.
overwhelmed.
Holy hell, nice from
G2 on the
G2. They
site,
win their
full
bonus.
standing.
So pretty much the
And
same
these are
start that Liquid
rifles
had
they
on the
get in
attack,
hand. They
G2
could
are
go
now
on a
having.
shopping spree over towards that B site.
Yeah, nothing really for Naxi to do, and this might even opt to hold on to the rifle. Looking as if that's going to be the case. Fantastic. Oh, there's so much damage done onto Bastardo with just the pistols. Like
This
I
is
said,
really
it's the
flipped.
shock dart to close out that kill. Absolute
What are we saying? Out of the last 10 rounds, Liquid have won 1, right?
Yeah, this one does make me worry a little bit because when we look to the map pool, as this will be a save, if we see them chasing, we can kind of talk about it. But when we look to the map pool, you see Breeze, you're like, okay, well, you know, Reyna coming probably back out.
Should have let Mimi plant. I think it's okay because next round, Liquid are gonna mostly be on eco anyway, so they're kind of gonna be able to plan ahead for the round after this.
Veto sits in
So
their favor, so
it should
you know,
be fine.
I get a little worried if I see that.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you come back to obviously Icebox with
There is a hero gun
Suzu
saved
running
though.
that Omen versus Liquid
So
and just how much they're able
actually,
to
we're gonna have a duel.
really catch Liquid off guard. And we're talking about how Liquid
Okay, are we gonna have a
such
duel?
prep-heavy
It's close.
team. Things like the Reyna pick.
We've
Big
seen
stuff happening, right?
Yoris,
It's
we've
exactly,
seen
yeah.
some really unique stuff. Now, the hunt there did get shut down. Mary does get caught at the end, but that's fine. You can already see the damage that it will do to the economy after this.
It's a
and
mad
of course,
entry.
for G2, it starts to swell. They should have at least a buy-in pocket at this point, really seeing towards 5k, 4k. Ult cycle starting to be worked towards as well. Starting to look a little better here for G2.
Yeah, the problem being not for Liquid.
Nope. No, Liquid are in a bad position, Mike.
Two off the blade storm. It's a Stinger and a Vandal to bring into this. Couple of Sheriffs.
This is
3 towards mid here.
It goes short.
And G2 heavily
Goes in the
outside
it goes in the corner of
I'm not
short,
sure
so it
anybody
should
gets
kind of
pinged on that knife,
should kind of
honestly.
go around here as well a little bit.
Or at least here the Bastardo's actually found a kill.
Okay,
So
that so the save gun gets put over towards the jet. She buys light armor and
Now
starts
the sound
facing
cue's
mid
over
and
towards
gets a
A.
kill. So that's now a gun here over towards middle. So pretty hard to get, but
actually hold down the fort.
we'll keep an eye on it. Because there is no
And they had
vision
to
of
use that
mid
rifle.
and there is a
Bastardo
gun
had to
down,
be the one to
G2
make
instead
something
of instant reacting over towards the
Nails down
site
to
and now
Stingers,
having to try and
Sheriffs,
at least
and
check
Gassy
that the gun hasn't been taken.
Naxi,
They
so
might even
going back to
throw
police
this
this
somewhere. They
potentially.
might even try hide this gun.
And actually deal with Bastardo. So sharp. Mary is ridiculous at this game. The new generation looking damn good.
I didn't see if
To be fair,
they
amount of
didn't, but
utility left to
maybe.
invest as well. Doesn't actually get
3
away with
people.
anything. That Stinger, close range. Could have a little bit of work if they do get
3
lazy
people
on
in a
their
Stinger
way.
Liquid's still
close.
stacked up here though.
Omen's jump
One side,
spotting.
one in heaven. Actually gonna pull the trigger on the
No,
first, but Mary's still
25
turns on
HP.
him.
They're kind of low
Mary's
though.
want to deal with it now, noting one towards Dice, one towards Heaven. They should know these two players, and quickly Mimi gets towards the site. Blanc going to be next on the docket. Spike going to go down. And now time on their side. Liquid left with 2. Rifle is in Naxi's hands though, so that is still something to look towards. Maybe find a bit of presence. Pinged
Cool.
down, tagged up. Naxi put in that terrible position again. What are you meant to do with this? 3 players in front of you. Face the music. Looks like that's what she's choosing, and it's down by Mimi.
Nice round from
Double
G2
digits
again.
for G2. They are starting to get into the swing of this game.
Good damage at least for
Commanding lead
Liquid. They'll take
already.
that. This is the
Even
big
here
round
with
for
Bastardo
Liquid. They
finding
have
that
to get
opener.
this one.
You can see
Do we
Ashley
want to
holding
pause
on to
before
about
this, or are we just
25
going to let
hundred,
them
try and get this
flow?
operator online. So expect her to be put in a position.
Damn.
From Mary.
It's fast, isn't
Like I
it?
said, looking so sharp today. Even Nachi here with Nachi up close with the Stinger, unable to really do any damage on the way in.
That operator better be the remedy.
Knife for knife, or
It's a very deep hold on mid though.
yeah, knife for knife.
We haven't seen that kind of slow default from G2 ever. It doesn't really allow you to get those picks to
Do they know that
navigate
one's
the map
cross?
like this. So I'm hoping
Nope.
Bastarda can find
Okay.
some positioning. That's
Yep.
not bad though. Now she's gonna find Mimi instantly. That's quite telling. Finding Mimi. Feels like it's gonna be more behind it back.
Weird timing. That's pretty unlucky. They won't know how good their timing was here though.
Disastrous
So although we can see they have crazy good
No rest for
timing, they
Juliano.
might
It
have
is
just
Orb
thought that
and
they
the kill.
instantly left it, so they won't try
But
anything.
Mimi,
Op now
that's
goes to
where that
heaven.
beats
This was nice from
Bastarda
Liquid.
does put that
They
operator
moved
to
around a
use.
lot.
It's
Now
Mary
you're going
on
to
the
see some
other
mid
end.
running from G2. They got to at least cut sound and create
Door
pressure like
looking
they've
it's gonna
gone
shut
somewhere else
on
on the
this
map.
round. G2 not finding any of those opportunities they wanted. Mary gone. Mimi
Problem for
removed.
Liquid
That's
right now is
flashes.
money's out of
That's
control
so much they could have
on
worked with.
G2.
We're looking across the map for other options, and you can already see Inachi posted on this.
Yeah,
map.
we were at the
The runway
facility once when
very
they
nice
were.
to play around for DRN2.
We did some
G2 looking for
content.
They're going to have to really
with them.
spread thin if they want to try and find a couple of opportunities. But as we can see, information now free flowing through from the Liquid side.
A bit of a
Okay,
fake
faking
kill as
pressure
well.
that we're going for
The
a
smoke
B
and the
split,
wall
and
gonna
as
go
we
out
can
from
see on the minimap,
Juliano.
this is
And
working.
actually it's
They don't
pulled
fall
Liquid off
away.
short.
Come on. Oh dear. Oh dear. DRN, good work. Uh-oh, but a shot missed. Bastarda gives them an opportunity, and Petra unleashed, punishing DRN.
Keep an eye on the
Has to fall
Sage.
away and respect
They,
this.
they
That's
know
the
that
one gonna
Sage
come on
should
through.
most likely
And
be
the
here
unknown
because of the
quantity is
wall, right?
Juliano up and over, looking
You
for
have
a
to
chance,
go
but
through
no,
that
as soon as
route.
that audio cue is heard, staying themselves. Juliano now starts to go on the prowl. Petra's noted one. Juliano,
Uh-oh.
the timing could be everything, and now overwhelmed.
Hey,
Too
they,
many
they
players
actually dealt with
as
this pretty
Petra
well.
put in the
1v4.
The starter holding towards heaven. Knives now out, slowly getting towards the side, finds one, looks for a follow-up, doesn't quite get it cleanly, 31 HP.
There's a good
not
nade as
enough.
well.
Liquid holding on with 3 players left alive.
Nice from
Finally
Liquid. Someone
answering
needs to
back
go get
here.
this op in heaven.
Bastarda, like I said, putting that operator to use. We have to carry that across, but Juliano, like I said, almost making that possible. The timing of the smoke in that wall drew both players off shot. I mean, DRM was sat on that one way, and it was locking down that position. Actually, Nachi as well posted up on it.
Did 7k after 7k after buying
Curious
as well.
to see though, what support system's actually going to get
They got so
Ascent
much
in a
money.
position to find these picks. Like you said, it's very, very one-sided in terms of the default from G2. There's not really wide presence, not an extremity to pressure here. And yeah, it feels a little awkward dedicating that operator to one site or the other. But with the way G2 are playing, I mean, other than this here, there will be a little bit of pressure towards mid.
Let's find out.
This could be it.
This could be the time to shine. This is the perfect chance for Bastarda. Gets Mimi down again, and Mimi is being questioned time and time again. Not
It's
coming
nice
up with the
impact.
answers she
This
needs.
is
Quick moves
still
up middle,
fast
though.
though.
Gonna be looking towards
If we
the
get a
B side.
smoke
Mary
spawn,
leading the
the
way.
op can't really do anything.
Point towards CT, but the stairs could be an issue. Mary,
Wait, where did the other Omen smoke
been a
go?
meal of it so far.
They have no
Rihanna
smoke
does
spawn.
Get the res. Mimi back on the feet, but it's Bastarda here towards CT. Big angle to play on this time.
Okay, there it is.
Smoked off.
Did they smoke short and then
That's
smoke
huge
this?
commitment from
Wow,
Bastarda. Quick shot as well.
that was
Nachi
fast.
still holding towards CT. It ain't clean. It ain't pretty now. G2 being shredded by Liquid.
Yeah, that was nice
Just
from
Fury
Liquid.
all the way on
This was a good
backside.
round.
It's Petra. The last one standing here. Spike in hand. We're going to cut sound.
Oh, this
Hope
is
for somebody
actually,
to drift
this
out
is
of
getting
position.
pretty close now. This is,
Overextend just a little bit. No way.
Oh, oh God.
The
That
stars
looked-
almost
that looked
aligned.
so
There's
weird.
both of those there. But Bastarda finds the third.
And we questioned that operator positioning, but that time
So,
you said if there was
yeah.
a
That's the
round,
first switch
So
up
good.
from G2. Yeah, the first
See
time
ya.
we've actually seen some presence towards tiles. And actually rewarded here, almost actually finding the collapse. Put the res in a very awkward. This was fantastic. And the confidence to swing up here with the updraft.
yeah, there was this weird moment of stars coming together, and you're thinking,
But the thing is, Off
this
kilter
was
with
kind
the
of fine.
ultimates here for G2.
It gets there's a lot of angles in this map. At some point, you kind
Again,
of
that's two members
that
carried down at
honestly, that's
800,
why a lot of people
Glance at
use the
100
triple
credits,
initiator
so
to
purchase will be
reduce
a
the amount of
little
times you have to dry peek through some of these angles.
bit
But
uncomfortable
with
going
the
forward from this.
double
an
and
opportunity
like
for Liquid to really
initiator,
apply
sometimes
pressure
you
here
have
and
to dry peek certain stuff.
Potentially
It's
tie things
just
up
one of
if they
those
can win out
maps.
this buy round.
Starter feeling confident now.
I
New
said
look here.
switch up, yep.
Nice shot.
And Rez used in the
There's
previous,
back-to-back first kills for her.
This is shut down.
Dude,
Beautiful
they just
stuff
tried
from
to
Liquid.
they
Most
do
of
a
them
pause
both
and they tried to
extracted.
disrespect an
on the
Omen
opposite side of the map.
one way.
Bastardo on a solo mission to find this opener. Now left to Petra and Glance to try and
Nah,
recover
I'll
this
check
round.
them after Ditto.
Like
I
we've
heard
seen
about
from
the
Liquid
Team
here, starting to
Secret
really
Heretics
come
game,
into
that was
their
about
own,
it.
finding
Player
effective
shot.
sharp stuff. Petra put to bed. Glance now. 1v5.
This round felt a little bit odd. Maybe they
Watching it,
thought.
and still quick as before.
Yeah, I'm not
Gaming
sure.
flawless,
Actually,
Liquid
don't know the full
powering
process
back
behind
up,
this
getting
one
that scoreline
because
looking almost all even.
they've
And
been
let's talk about what they did
fighting
this round, right,
behind
'cause that
the
was a
smoke
different look.
all the
Again, they're
time.
showing new faces here.
Like I said, with that previous
So
round, a little
I'm
bit
not
of pressure
sure
towards
why they went
Bastardo,
for
obviously
it.
finding the opener in the previous. This
And I
time
think I
around,
feel like
Phoenix
I'm trying to
just
remember
find
back. I
value
feel like they had the
towards B
information
main.
that they've
Just
been
happens to
fighting
be Mary.
A main all the time behind this.
Solo peek and, like I said, three
Dude, they actually
members
had
of Liquid on
3
the other
people there.
extremity.
How did Liquid know
It's
that they were
first
going to
time,
do this?
I mean, we talked about
There's
G2 not
3
really
there.
stacking up in any sort of default. It's drifting one way or the other. This time around, numbers advantage on both sides of the map.
3 there and a
For
turret.
Liquid.
Looking tattered. Here for
That's
G2.
actually, yeah,
On the
that
outside,
one's
once they now
mad.
get the buy in pocket,
Now
they
I
get,
think
you know,
about
the
it more.
nice advantage
Okay,
building back through.
they've
They
won a
could
lot in a
so-
row, so money's
yeah,
starting to get a
absolutely
little bit
start tearing
low.
into this game.
This is now a low
Now they need to
buy
find that operator.
with a
There
full
it is.
buy
Petra
coming in
gonna
next.
find it
So
towards the top of middle. Obviously
they're
not
accepting it
quite
might go
as,
to 10-10
quick to
with this
rotate,
one.
quick to adjust as Mary, for
Liquid
example.
have
First
some
time we've actually seen a
ults.
slower start around some util. The Owl
Look at the
drones to spot
space.
out the operator.
They found so much space towards short here.
Yeah. And there's no killjoy set up there this time. It's over towards B.
So
This is going to work
they can
well.
isolate Team Liquid
They've
over
been
towards
fighting
main.
A
Still
main
just
loads,
like
which means that
that's
short is
something they're
weak.
gonna have
We
to do
like
after
that.
the fact.
Good
Already
damage.
looking worse for wear. The
Nice kill
Stars made it
again.
around in time.
This still
They're
has
fighting to
potential
throw
though.
more
They
through
kind of
from
got out the
short.
choke point,
This is
so
a huge amount of information, but they can't do anything with it. And Giuliano caught with hands out here. Just to
wait, where'd
Giuliano
this
and
kill go
Glance.
down?
Spawns have a shot at
Mer-
getting a rifle, anything. Not just yet.
I can't remember which kill this was.
They're cornered on the site, surrounded on all fronts. Giuliano's still going to find another 2v3 now. Glance barely breathing.
Chat, look at the minimap.
How much
30
more
seconds left.
can one player do?
Well, I'm seeing this way too much in this tournament.
2 towards short, 1 towards heaven. The spike is non-recoverable. Unless Glance, I don't know.
It's
gets a
always
kill,
EMEA
gets a
teams.
TP, goes for a run. Giuliano went for something, didn't get it. 10 seconds now. This one is looking all but over.
10 seconds
Glance can't do
left.
anything with this. Just going to keep the rifle. But that is a big amount of space found, but quickly filled though.
Big commitment to A main.
Why
once
though?
again
It's
this
a
time
straight
around
up
with two
mistake.
members, like I said, that killjoy setup
It's
previously
a
invested
it's
on
a on the
short to
it's more of an
enable
on the fly
some
kind of
safety
call.
blanket, right?
Yeah.
This time
And,
around, Bastardo just catches it.
They're not used to
across
who has the
door, yeah.
spank.
I mean, because Nachi and it was a DRN.
That's how you know they're doing stuff that's a little bit uncomfortable and
Tons
outside
of
of the
damage
usual for
done.
them.
Just about getting
Yeah.
there in time. It really was seconds away from.
I mean,
some
if
real
anything, it's
problems.
the paranoia is the only reason that actually Giuliano and Petra aren't literally just W can knife out towards
They would have been there
main.
faster.
Yeah.
Because they caught, I think, both of them in that. So now that's given G2 a couple of glimpses under the hood here.
Yeah,
right,
you
of
kind
what
of
Liquid are
expect it
up
in
to,
ranked.
But do they switch? Do they change? And, well,
So-
you can see the utility
Dude, they
placement.
fight so heavy for
Absolutely
A main. Short is a weakness. They have discovered the
Killjoy
weakness
set
though,
up on
right?
short.
From that round, I'm pretty sure we
Just to
can
make sure this
safely
A
say
main
that they got up short for
stack
free.
is
Every time they've got up short, a lot of the
some
time it's
kind
for
of
free.
contingency.
But
The
you
drone
do
will
have to
come out
create
once again
constant
here.
pressure over towards A.
But look at the mid presence. Now, with all of this utility,
They found
Damn,
some
this
way
is
out.
nice
they
timing
have-
on this split.
They've kind of maybe read this after getting the knife towards A and spoiling the KJ, but still it's Bastardo.
Okay, what
Now
can
in
she do?
between
She has to
enemy
get
lines,
another.
One in front, one to the back, and now one to the side. This is dangerous. TP taken. They want to get there.
The spike
Bastardo
is
with
so
another
low
fight
coming
on
B
this.
main.
Giuliano barely breathing, but still standing. Murray's gone down. Now who's remaining? It's a 3v3 on either side. Spike still held towards B main. The cross is not safe. And
Keep
no,
an eye on the
it's definitely
Killjoy.
not safe until then.
Killjoy,
Mimi
they're not
does
gonna
get
expect the
kill
Killjoy here.
necessary as DRN on the site doing the dance. As Mimi is right
Well, they
there
expected
on
the
the other
Killjoy
side, goes
there.
down.
What the
And now
hell?
the 1v1 Giuliano.
What did I
against
miss?
DRN.
DRN's just slipped through though. Actually gonna
Fist
retreat all the
bump
way
and
to
bears,
spawn.
thank you so much.
Really
Juliana's
recent.
Appreciate
gonna
it.
anticipate this
Half a year
whatsoever.
in the Slug
Wait
Club
for
with the
ping to come
Prime.
back through on lane, actually. Juliana doesn't want to drop to give away the sound
Yeah,
cue.
Juliana is currently on the ledge, not wanting to drop off
Smart
to give the
stuff
sound
here,
cue.
Giuliano.
30 seconds left.
Finding her time, 27 seconds, maybe trying to add a little bit of paranoia, but Omen,
Hill comes up soon.
hands of
Okay,
DRN,
Hill's up now.
born into that. Gonna keep cool. Already down on the site though, tap on the spike.
Juliana actually
Double
gets the
smoke if
second
she
heal
wants
off
to
here as
double
well, so
smoke
back to
back a
100.
site. Oh my goodness.
Closing in, Giuliano!
Damn.
Under the gun.
Okay, they
Comes out
really
on top,
needed that
11
one.
to 10, but again, a very close
They
round. But
really
let's
needed
talk
that
about
one.
the reads here, Mike, because this feels like a mind game and a half.
Yeah, this was a bit of a mind game in terms of a lot of aggro here and there, and then just straight up over towards B split.
Massive gap in the defenses of Team Liquid.
The kill,
I mean, even after this ping for the knife, nobody from Liquid.
do you know the
moved
most
from
important
A-Main.
kill?
There wasn't
What
anybody
was
high
the
tailing
person
towards
at boat?
mid. There was no contingency
The fact
towards
that
setup.
the person at boat got instantly popped, that was pretty much the round.
Kind of threading the needle
Juliana
here
did
and
great
find
in the
space around the
1-on-1.
map, because previously, think about these factors in mid. It was Bastarda posted up.
Yeah.
Just dry with an
Oh,
operator.
they're going
no
for something.
flash,
Here comes a recon.
no arrow, nothing.
Speaking of
Boy,
nothing,
that's
Bastarda
nice.
just walks
It
out A-Main.
lands as the swing
While they're
goes
dealing
in.
with utility send deep, she's already found the pick. That's perfect. Mimi again gets deleted early on. And it's somewhat back to a normal round until then. Petra, similar scenes on the other side. Openers on both sides of the map. And a quick TP.
Oh,
Considered by glance.
let's say actually, in full vision of Naxi.
Keep an eye on the
has hit
Sage.
panic button here,
No
Open
way.
Giuliano, the timing on this.
Is the Sage going
She
to
can
walk
get
out?
She can get anywhere she wants in this. This is huge amounts of info. Does she decide to go heaven? I guess Bastarda then gets the same opportunity.
What's
to
this
play in
like?
between by treat. Here's one.
Yeah,
Surely
Darky
heard the
step.
stab. There it is. Oh, but still gets to keep their life. Wall
Honestly,
goes up
Liquid
now.
will
Shot is still
take
up,
that
but the smoke's
information.
there. Good play
They're,
coming
they're
in from
not in the
G2.
best position to win this round, but
Wall
that's
goes
free
down.
information
Wall
without
shut.
losing a kill. That's pretty
He has
good.
to respect this. Sit back deep.
The
Lucky to
Jet
still be
ult might
standing.
be pretty huge here.
Darky's gonna try and play
I'm
off
not
the
sure they want to
shotgun
use
here,
it.
or just wait for them to stack up.
Omen
the recon.
can have one ways for this. Yeah, missed the
Three
one way.
towards short here.
They got any utility? I guess Daiki's got the most, right? And Bastarda.
Mary's
I
gonna
actually
have
think it was a
handful
time
here.
pressure thing that's gone on the
Little
floor.
Lion
What?
this time.
Damn!
Can't do it.
Okay.
Paranoia sent in, slows down the roll, but the dash in with
Nice
the smoke.
dash
They
in,
try
they
to
come
draw
up
the
on
fire.
minimap.
That second string, who's there? Steps outside, steps out of the smoke, and still fighting. And Daiki now in the 1v1. Petra, Pearl on the docket and falls. Daiki, perfect play. After being challenged so quickly,
This is a
in
good
heaven,
retake.
staying alive has paid off.
And a crucial ping to come through as well to reveal
Yeah.
Petra's position. It looked like
There's
a
gonna be
fantastic
good
hold for
util.
G2
Dude, this
initially.
pre-fire over towards
Liquid
door, that felt
sending
like it was a bit of
3 through
studying.
short.
It felt like when they take over A,
Actually,
they like to
Bastarda the
one-way
one
and
to
play
really
close,
actually
because I've
break
seen it a
through.
few times, that's why I thought
And
the
that
one-way
kill
was
onto
going to
Mary
come in.
just for that
It
pre-fire
felt
from
like
that smoke.
Really
Liquid
nice.
talked about that
A
in
little
their
bit of a
anti,
change-up,
because they've
Bastarda
definitely done
had the
some
money in
anti
the
I've seen a
previous
lot of
to buy an
how they're
operator.
starting off rounds.
It's just hyper aggressive with the rifle. Finds that pick outside A main onto Mimi, I believe.
Oh, and you're right. Look at that. Wow. Couldn't have
Nice
found a better
recon.
time then. And speaking of timing and economy that you were discussing,
Money's
there, money,
nope.
what a time for it to
Money's
shatter
in the bin.
for G2. They are down to Sheriffs. Do have the res for Giuliano. 2 away from Mary Zolt. Petra 1 off, but they're going to need something to work out. And if they found space again?
Liquid almost spinning the wheel on some of these setups.
Really risky.
This time around, retreating away from it. Bastarda going to post up with that operator in heaven once again in a double stack towards short. Glance and Giuliano edging closer and closer.
Smoking in. It's Mary to fall over towards B main. There's the trade
Disaster.
though. And actually,
Uh-oh.
Darren's got to be careful how she plays this. I'm sure the temptation would have been to try and shut that down, get the trade back, but actually keeps her cool. Decides to hit the brakes now. Need to consider where the spike is. They've had some success. They could potentially fall back for this res if they really feel there's a viability to this round. Mary did fall over towards B main.
It's looking like the plan.
Chat, this has potential.
Daiki actually floating back and forth in spawn here. It's an opportunity to punish
Naxi
the res
has
with
to do a
Hunter's
lot.
Fury. He did actually come
Okay.
over towards this position.
Yeah, they got Sova ult though, so
On the back
Sova
of
ult's
that
probably
pressure
getting
towards
popped.
A.
God, the setup as
30
well.
seconds left.
It's a risky res anyway.
Yep. Still gonna
Sova
commit
ult
for
gets
it.
popped here, right?
Standing there. Hunter's Fury, scatter, and try and run away. Mary's gone down again. And now the quick burst through by main. Wall goes up, and it's aim training. 2 quick kills for Naxi there, perfect. Gonna try and get themselves to a side.
The spike went over
It's on
the
the other
wall.
side of the wall. Oh,
No
dear
way,
me,
the
it's all
spike went
gone
over
wrong.
the
8
other side
seconds
of the
left.
wall. That's so
Can't even
unlucky.
get the spike back at this point. This one's done for.
That's heartbreaking.
Just fell on the other side.
Even this round here, Bastardo
The
gonna seal
spike.
deal.
The spike
Liquid
is causing
find their
G2
12th.
mayhem.
Massive investment though. See, actually, if Liquid have got
I
anything
kind of
left
want
here,
to see a
Nachi
replay
on
to
that
actually
null
see.
command.
I guess it was a kill and went over,
G2,
right?
Hunter's Fury of their own, and the Tour de Force.
Huge round for Liquid. Even if it got a little scrappy at the end, if that spike didn't, end up where it was, with all this little piece of success coming through, that potential off the back of this pressure, it does still manage to put 12 next to Liquid's
Ah, dude,
name.
that's
It's
so
huge for them.
unlucky.
As this game started to close
That's
up,
so
they get
unlucky.
a little bit more dangerous. They have kept themselves in this. One more round. And it's map 1 for them. Otherwise, OT beckons. Startup.
Uh-oh.
Yep. And the Knife's going to keep her locked in this position. She wants to stay. She feels she's got the fight in this one. Mary not quite up for that challenge just yet.
First time we've seen actually a little bit of variation to this A side setup. Actually stacked all the way in cubby on short. Bastardo not in heaven this time around, so DRN
Yeah, he's pretty weak at the moment.
The challenge ahead of this site hit.
DRN is so
I'm sure if
alone.
Glance actually spotted on the cross there.
I just seeing
Yeah,
not
now
rotating
definitely.
fast, but yeah, of course, now they're going to be pulling in, but they're ahead of the smoke. Mimi's going to find... Naturally,
Wow,
this
nice
is
double
offset
entry. They had
timing.
no
This
idea they
is
were going to run
OT
in this fast
calling.
like that.
And Team Liquid, I think they might have just dropped
Pretty
the
much,
ball
it was
in this
kind of
one.
contact play,
It's
to
a
be
little
honest
bit
with
of
you.
It feels almost
They caught them
underwhelming
off.
to go down this way.
Like, they really
Brilliant
caught
offset
them
of
off
timing
guard.
for G2 there, but again, Liquid caught sleeping a little, unawares of the progress that had been made. As Daiki, Bastardo, and Naxi
I mean,
have a chance at this retake. But
I'm
it
not
has
going to
be
say it
picture
because
perfect.
I've been cursing everything today.
And they got to get it
So I'm not gonna
started
say anything.
now.
A lot of time already elapsed here. And with that operator on the retake as well, no Blade Storm used in the previous. Gonna make it even harder for Bastardo to find some value here.
Down the
And Mary
time.
posted up on the Tour de Force as well.
Yeah,
One
Mary
kill here is going to slow down this entire push.
Just about turns away from it as they do start swinging out from heaven. She's going to have that look back in a second here. There it is. They may start falling like flies. They are. And 1-1.
That's so funny.
Takes us to
Wow.
OT. It's 12 apiece. And again,
It's been
Team
hitting
Liquid so
the
many
majority
times
of the
it feels like
shots.
They are right on that verge of the first half, looking so
Just
sewn up.
distracting them all.
That first run, they went on perfect. Second half, similar scenes. They had answers, Mike.
Yeah.
And it falls away.
Dude, I remember those kind of rounds when I used to do observing and you're on someone and you're just like, come on. Come on, please hit
No
something.
possibility even of getting that area of effect online, but it's
Suppressing
DRN,
fire.
Like I said, it's just
Yeah,
passing
she's
each
laughing.
other
She's laughing at
back and forth. I think actually with Glance.
it.
No smoke down on main.
Yeah.
Paranoia
That's so funny.
invested immediately. As soon
Okay,
as
we get our first
DRN
overtime.
spotted on Generator.
For this best of 3.
The first time, like I said, they've switched things up for that A main hole.
You're right.
Nachi tucked into cubby. It didn't look as kind of structured as these previous holes. Like I said, DRN just needs to play full retake there because could be overwhelmed. A number of times G2 stacked up to pressure that A main setup.
Being given foe off the knife. Oh, and a big shot for
Nice.
Mary, though.
Op comes out.
Bastardo denied any quick access and a quick TP. Again, not overstaying
Dude,
welcome.
They
Does
went
leave a gap
pretty
available
aggro here as
potentially
well. They double
for
push
Liquid,
B,
but there's
catch
pressure
them
on
off.
the other side.
Got 2
G2
people
this
as well.
time.
Well, this is
Hyper
nice. This is
proactive,
very
pushing
bold.
extremities. Exactly for Liquid, I need to really get their footing here. Barely starting their foray into this round. Mary gets contact towards middle. Another spotted. Mary now. Playing chicken with the owl drone.
It's so funny.
In around spawn.
Keep an eye on this duel that's
Juliana
about
so
to happen
close
in
this as
spawn.
well. They're aware of it. Daiki is looking this way, but it's all a matter of timing. The
No
Cape.
way. The timing's out of
What do they say
control.
about heroes and Cape should have more dangerous. Mimi committed, just going to stand and spray, knowing that Giuliano eventually will be their downfall. The connection's good on it, but DRN still going to be standing still. Going to be firing.
Oh,
Gonna have the TP here with the
orb.
orb.
Oh,
Where'd you take it?
look at
On
that
the
though.
run
Look
we
at Mary
go,
instantly
over
already
towards B.
starting
This
to.
is gonna be a
Okay, this
problem.
one's doable.
Gonna
Mary
be able to
read
find
this
2 1v1s as well.
pretty
Mary on the
fast.
operator.
Mimi trolled
Posted up
now.
in
Mimi
spawn,
kind of
Pedro
wanted to
actually
keep
coming
them
back
in this
towards B
area
lane.
so the flank would happen, right? So the play was fine.
Did Mary hear those steps?
Not sure. Just on the verge of already
The
arranged,
timing
but
was
knowing
so
Mary, she
good
might
that
accept smoke.
You didn't want him to
Let's
get
be
round to the
red,
corner,
but Mary,
basically.
The frenzy in hand.
What Mimi
Started
did was
to
so
feel herself
fine,
a little
chat.
here. First one,
She didn't want them to
chalked up
pass
in
this
OT.
area,
No
right? She
nonsense
wanted
from G2 here.
no matter what
Looking
for there
to be
to be 2
decisive
side
in the first
shots.
round of
So that's why she did
overtime.
this. It was fine.
Immediately on the back of that pressure elsewhere, Giuliano just swinging out.
It was a good try, but in the what was it 1 on 3, I guess.
Or even here, look at the minimap. Petra and Giuliano are just
Already.
pushing this entire time.
Yeah, wonderful work between the two, making the map feel tiny. Made it feel there was only one site really available. And closing it well. Got a little dangerous at the end there. But it is 13-12 Liquid.
Okay, let's see.
How much you got in you? Do you have the depth to hold on? Because they look good on this side, Mike. This was the one that looked like they came back into the world of the living. An early pressure towards B main.
Bastardo will see the trap placed at least.
This is nice.
So G2 anticipating a little push through. Daiki trying to deal
That's
with
nice
that trap
as well.
actually to bait Bastardo in a
Shock
little
dart to
bit.
break the trip.
Fakes the steps away. But the drone's going to be the second problem.
They could have spammed it, but they didn't really want to give it away too much. Also, you don't know
Yeah,
100 that you've actually
that's used.
hit
You
it.
can't really post up in an aggressive angle anymore.
They're testing the waters throughout though, but so far it does seem as though Liquid
So,
are
nice
going,
pressure. They've created a
through
question mark
motion now,
here.
drawing
The
out
only
some
problem is they
utility
haven't
previously
taken
with
middle,
a
and
heavy
this is
stack
an
towards
alarm
one
bot here,
side.
so
The Paranoia is good though.
they get
Going good
4
targets one way
information, so Liquid can
Should
stack
be good
3
for
here.
Ascent. No,
They
Mary's
make
ahead
it
of
past the one-way, though.
Smoke goes in towards street, so they do have access towards the site. Now you can see that sheep overwhelmed. Mimi's in on the site. Spike on the way as well.
Holy
and
hell,
Giuliano
Giuliano's
starting to go into her own.
mad.
The final 3 players try and make a stand here. Naxi,
Pretty sure
Bastardo,
she
Daiki
heard
need
the reload
pick.
after they broke the wall, though.
They need a clean pick here. And Mimi just buying a couple of seconds over towards Heaven as well.
So much stall.
Still 2 flashes as well if she
Look
wants
at where
to play 'em.
Giuliano is.
Jeez, Giuliano, come on. And yeah, the door's still shut.
The
They've
awareness
still
is
got
there though.
time.
The turret was invested.
It was. Now, last time that pre-fire was on the money. Mary spins around Bastardo. We said we needed 1. She's found 2 and dives in. But
Giuliano
it's
should-
down to a 2v2, but it's
They know.
Giuliano. And had to give away the game, but Mimi was there as a safe pair of hands, but 1v1.
Holy hell, okay.
Daiki gets caught.
Damn,
across
nice from G2. I think
Giuliano
Liquid had their chances to
get
close
to
this,
14.
but G2 take it. This was a fun first game.
In map 1.
G2 just flipping the script in overtime.